Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big Redemption line. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get the fuck up on my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, huh? You either with me or win. Fuck everything else. Win. These niggas ain't shit. Win. Stop chasing that bitch. Win. Big J Rock up on 10. Exit as fuck. Bring friends. Black tooth though. Jump in. You might wanna keep stuff. I win. Forearm tattoos. That's spot. All of them gon' shoot. Don't try. I walk in room. They eyes wide. Third album come soon. I'm glad y'all gon' die. I ain't chasing after no bitch. I got bigger plans than staying rich. I've been tapped in since I was 6. I tap dance all on the brick. And your diamonds like tap water. That shit way too foggy. These BBS is way awesome. Park CLS for baby mama. Drop to your death without warning. Get out the way. Yeah. Get out the way. Get the fuck up on my way. Yeah. You either with me or against me, ho. You either with me or win. Fuck everything else. Win. These niggas ain't shit. Win. Stop chasing that bitch. Win. Fuck niggas don't stay outside when I play outside. I put the beats on them like drow side. I got the bow side and LL outside. And if you act bad, I bring the cow side. Go and get your money, bitch. None of my niggas on some funny shit. I can tell real by who you're running with. I'm all in the field, duck hunting shit. Hit my plug just to re-up and he was like, boop. Here. Legal knew just what it was. Flipped the whole dub and gave it back, boop. Yeah. 9/11, no malice, baby. 9-bar with no violence, baby. My trigger finger got callous, baby. My bare knuckles got talent, baby. I'm all in the win with it. On Deuce line, I've been with it. She too fine, I've been hit it. Crashed 2 times, I limo tinted my new ride. I'm riding with the toaster. 12 and I pull me over. Championship going dumb. Nothing to something, I won, bitch. Get out the way. Yeah. Get out the way. Get the fuck up on my way. Yeah. You either with me or against me, ho. You either with me or win. Fuck everything else. Win. These niggas ain't shit. Win. Stop chasing that bitch. Win. We just hit the Lotto. I hope y'all are having an amazing day. We got a MJ in the building moment.
Hey guys, it's me, your favorite co-host. I'm back from my little vacation, You know
she like
me.
you're dead and shit, and it looked like you wagged me it, dog. It looked like you made it.
Right? It looks like I made it. Like, yeah, guys, sorry. You know, no longer in the trenches. I'll take care of some of you. Obviously, boo.
Speaking of Boo, Boo's been grinding on the sickest line yet, bro.
Oh, hey there.
Oh, hello. Should we give him a sneak peek of like the line we're working on right now, or should we
Uh,
wait?
yeah, our creative director of Just a Lotto came up with the coolest shit ever, and I would like to for you guys to see it. Yes, yes, immediately, yes.
Okay, well then hold up, because there's only 55 people in here. Oh, this is like for being on time, and even though we're never on time, one of those moments that you benefit. Because I think if we sneak peek it right now, while there's only a little bit of people in here, it's perfect timing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
We're rewarding them.
we're rewarding them.
Yes. Thank you guys for always being here.
Oh baby, oh baby.
Well, you look at that.
Well, look at it.
Fucking gorgeous.
We got Gorilla AF in this motherfucker right here. We got Leo, the Lotto Leo lion in this bitch to represent the fucking August babies coming up.
Oh, like yours truly, you know?
Like yours truly. You know what I mean? We
All
got,
my favorite people are Leos.
I'm just saying.
It just is that way.
We got Boolish as fuck over here.
Yeah.
We got Ellie Boo over here.
Ellie Boo.
You know, this is just a stray cat. You know what I'm saying? It's just a stray cat. Stray cat as fuck. A giraffe in this bitch. You know, we have to show love for Brewster.
Little Rooster Brewster?
Yep.
Nice. Yeah.
And then here's a fun fact. I don't know if you know this or not, but Melissa AF is actually the word for honeybee, dog. Melissa AF, bro.
That is adorable.
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 The dolphin, dude. Stop playing.
Cute.
What did we name the dolphin again? Oh, that's right. Flipper.
Flipper.
Yeah.
Was it Flipper?
Yeah, Flipper over.
It was Flipper. Yeah.
Flipper over.
I don't think I did the over. I think I did Flipper AF. We got a shark over here in this bitch, though. I know that's I am Jaws AF.
Yes.
This little dude is I am cheeky AF because that motherfucker cheeky as they come. I think this was this Bubbles? Bubbles. This one's clearly Hip Hop Anonymous.
Hip Hop Anonymous.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to the Milky Filky AF one right here.
Milky, I love you.
On these, bro. You guys got to see these, man.
Check them udders.
I think this one was the little trash bandit.
Little trash bandit. Mm-hmm.
This one's dope. Kung
Boo
Panda. Kung Boo Panda. Hey, shout out to Snapdragon AF, man. We had to throw him some love. I know it ain't the answer side, but this is the fuck it.
I know that one's gonna be a bestseller for sure. Highest bids, everything.
Yep. This one's dope too. The decoy.
Yeah, I like.
What was this one again?
Squirt.
I squirt. Oh no, you squirt.
I squirt AF. You said. I think it said I squirt.
I squirt. You squirt. We all squirt.
Squirt. Yeah, squirt. Little squirt. And then this one was dope too. This one's Poison the Hood. Because the boys in the hood are always hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't come up with that, guys. Right? Before you accuse me, please don't.
No, that was actually your boy. I did it, man. We ain't gonna really poison the hood, but it was like boys in the hood. You know what I'm saying? But like, it was like poison the hood, and they do that already. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't gonna get into that. I'm not gonna show anymore though. That's it.
That's it. That's all for now.
I'm lying to kick it. I mean, if you go to shogunfusion.io, you'll be able to see these for yourself, and that's actually where we stopped. So I'm not going to show you the rest because I ain't got them up yet. You know what I'm saying? I got to get to them. You know what I'm saying? I still got to.
We got work to do, but they're not ready to bid yet, right? Like
no.
Okay.
We will start that motherfucking bid tonight, though.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know.
On all you motherfuckers, man. It's my Denzel moment right there. All right, let's get serious for a sec, man. I see Timbo in the building. I don't know if he up yet. I know he was on a call with Massimo. Timbo, you free? You up here? You with us? I know you kicking it. You chili pinning. You here? You with us in the flesh? I'm gonna take that as a NO. Timbo, say NO. Okay, cool. So it's us three up here right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm big pimping. I got
my bad, Doug.
Shit next to me.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was
He's not
pimping,
alone
dog.
anymore.
I was
Bro,
pimping,
what
dog.
happened?
You're good. Now I gotta share with you and shit good. Goddamn.
Bro, I'll drop down real quick. Let you get the block,
Uh,
baby. I'm
Man, it's too late, dog. We good now. I need your help. You need to be a wingman because I ain't about that life. You know what I mean? What's
You're
up,
the
wingman?
OG, bro. I'll always slide back like I got grease on my feet, fam.
Okay
My
then.
guy, my guy.
What's
Hey,
going
shout
on,
out,
man? How's the Lotto fan bam tonight?
man. We're blessed, bro. We was just showing a little sneak peek on the NFT line we about to drop, man. You know, we get excited as shit for that, bro, because revenue, revenue, revenue. That's the blueprint. You know what I mean? We excited about that shit for sure. But man, we out here chilling, bro. About to talk perp talk, get into it with the fan bam. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited.
That's what's
Let's get.
up, bro. I'm sorry. I was on the phone with Massimo, and I'm on a slight delay, Ghost. If I ever interrupt you, I apologize, bro.
Oh no, you good. I actually called it out like it was. I said you probably on the phone with Massimo, so
Yeah,
you
dude.
probably not be able to be available. You know, I'm on top of it. I'm on top of it.
He should
Um,
be pulling up. I think he just hung up on me when I came to talk to you, so I assume he's coming. And if he doesn't, I'd be upset because I'm still
Well,
talking to him.
darn it, where is he?
Massimo, Massimo,
Hey Timbo, I just wanted
Massimo.
to tell you that I think that you're doing really cool shit. So congrats on that. I'm sure that you're like really proud of yourself.
Bro, thank you. I look up to a lot of people in this space, and there a lot of them are in the Lotto community. So to hear like stuff like that, and my DMs are honestly, I haven't cried this much the last 4 days. I've just been crying ever since July 4th, and it's been great. And just consistency pays off. Y'all are a testament to it. Lotto, you know what I mean? Like y'all see it, y'all know what's up. Y'all have been in the space long enough to know just work and grind, and it pays off. And honestly, I'm kind of experiencing the fruit of that labor right now, and bro, it feels good, and I appreciate it, MJ. I really do.
Of course.
Yeah,
Congrats.
bro.
Happy
You
for you.
deserve it. You deserve the love, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You
dude.
deserve the love. You kept your head in the fucking in the streets, bro. You kept your ear down. You kept fucking hustling. You kept making adjustments. You kept fucking
Yeah, dude.
putting it that it takes, bro. And it's there's no, like you said, secret to the success, man. It's about consistency. That's the foundation of success. So you should be proud of yourself. You should have tears of joy, man. It's important to celebrate the milestones that you reach, bro. For real, for real. Uh,
Exactly.
it's hard sometimes when you're in the moment, you know what I mean? And it is overwhelming at times, bro. But you know, when you set out to make something happen and it does start to come to fruition, um, it feels very rewarding. And again, it's not because you know you feel any more blessed than you are, bro. It's the fact that you can hear and see others that are feeling blessed because of your fruit of the labor, because of your work ethic. And I think that's why it hits so hard.
It does honestly goes like you know me, bro. Like we've had talks. Like y'all have been with me every step of the way, bro. I stepped on stage for the first time on Spaces with Lotto. Like I'm not me without Lotto. Every step of the, like in my business, in my day to day is Lotto. Like on the phone just now was Lotto. Like, bro, it's just and I'm not like I don't know, man. It's just I've always tried to put
What's
others
up,
before
Timbo?
myself. What up, gang? There you are.
What's up,
I missed
Massimo?
you.
Hey,
I was about
dude.
to say I was sorry for being late. I was on the phone with my brother, and then I realized, shit. When he said, "Hold on, I got to do this," he said, "Hold on, I got to do this," because he was coming up here. It was Timbo.
Yeah,
Um,
hey, bro. We you ain't late. Shit, we low key started late as shit today. We've been working on the newest NFT line, bro. We just gave a little sneak peek to the Lotto fan bam that was early. That's got their
yeah,
noties. Or
I was just chatting with Timbo, and real quick, I just want to say this. I mean, obviously, I don't need to repeat everything you said. We started late. Let's keep cruising. But I do want to say because it's deserved. You know, Timbo. No one, no one questions your heart. No one questions your drive. No one questions your energy, bro. And no one questions your loyalty. Like you are a unique soldier coming into this space, and we're thankful, you know, for who you are as a person. And honestly, that's another thing too. That is a sign of what's to come. You know, you are came in, you know, newer in the space a long time ago, right? A while ago, and but you've grown so much, and not only are you growing, but you know, with what your knowledge and coins, but you're growing as a human and a person. But what makes you unique is that while you're growing and while you're absorbing and while you're, you know, becoming the best version of you, you are still staying true to who Timbo is, and that's what we love. like we love you for who you are, and we're thankful, man.
Facts, bro.
Bro, I appreciate you, Moss. You already know it, bro. And like it's full circle, bro. Like yesterday, I don't want to expose too much or talk about our private stuff, but I was on the phone with Massimo, and his mom and dad walked in the house, and he's like, "Hey, I'm on the phone with Timbo. It's the dude that I subscribe, Gunner, his little brother to, and like I kind of like put my trust in Timbo that he'd take care of my family, and this
Dude,
amount of money
I
turned
just
to
told
this
this
amount."
story to Motown and Ghost. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. Dude, you gotta finish that up. But I literally just
Nah,
told this
you
story
tell
to
the story,
Motown and
Moss.
Ghost, man. No,
You
please
tell it,
go.
bro.
I love it.
You got to tell it. You know it better. It's your mom.
Well, I'll say I was on the phone with Timbo. And my parents showed up at my house. Like the first time they've ever done that. I helped them build their home here, 8 minutes away from us. Like it was an awesome moment. They just showed up, but I was on the phone with Timbo, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, Mom, I was like, remember I was talking to you about when Connor called me, and like his wife is a hella athlete. Like she's in her late 20s, and she just made the under 30 USA lacrosse women's lacrosse team, and they're
We lost you, Massimo.
I was like, did I rug? What happened? I even stopped rolling right now.
No, that was Massimo. He dropped off. Um, we'll give him a second before he comes back up. In the meantime, I guess we'll shoot it this way, man. If you are in this space already, don't forget to repost, like, comment, all that fun shit, because that's what literally gets these algos cooking. Repost it, quote it, like it, hit us with a live comment. We'll show you some alpha today. We got our second line getting ready to drop for our the wild, the legit, dude, the untamed AF collection is it's ready, bro. We're gonna be loading it to the site. If you want to go to shogunfusion.io, you can see a little sneak peek that we already showed, of course. It's already there. You can't bid yet. We'll put it up for bidding here pretty soon. But in the meantime, man, you back, Massimo?
Yeah, sorry guys, my phone was rugging like crazy for a minute, and then it just dropped. But Timbo enjoyed a special family moment. That's all,
Hey,
and
you
I'm
rugged
glad he
out
could share
real.
it with you.
Hey, we love to hear it, man. We genuinely love to hear that shit. For real. We really do, man.
It
Um,
was it was special, bro. It was.
I
Much,
love
very much so.
I love it. So we're gonna let's kind of give you guys a little insight on what's taking place here, so you guys that are tuned in live can understand what we're gonna be attempting to do today. And I say attempt because we do have priorities, obviously. Number one, we'll attempt to do some live trading, of course. That's an attempt because sometimes the trades do not present themselves. We'll talk about what we saw yesterday, what we discussed yesterday, the sentiment of the market today, the pump today, and of course we'll get into more details as they come. But we're also going to it's a crash course for perps, man. So we really want to hit that home. We'll talk about the most basic fundamentals like risk management, leverage versus liquidation, the psychology behind it, how to scale in, how to scale out, the platforms themselves, take profits and stop losses, a short versus a long, the whole nine yards. So stay tuned. If you're brand new to the perpetual side of things, it's a great place to start. If you're a vet and you're trying to learn some consistency, it's a great place to be. And if you're a pro and you're murdering the game, man, don't hesitate to grab a mic. We always have open mic, a DM away from requesting such a thing, and we get you in here just like a space would be. It's really, really easy. You click on a link, you jump backstage, we call you up when you're ready. In the meantime, I do want to just go through my rounds real quick to say, of course, thank you to the people that have been showing support since day one. Before I get too far, we'll first jump up to Hinch. Just grabbed the mic, man. You with us, Hinch?
I am here and I am just
Queer.
excited. I'm here, favorite co-host.
I'm
Sorry,
dead, bro.
who's that? Who is that?
Oh my god, bro! She's like career, bro.
you
I am
said
here, and she
you,
went.
Specific.
you said something about hitting a home run or home runs or something, and I just want everyone to know my nickname is Daryl Strawberry. So You know, I'm a perpetual
Yeah,
Daryl Strawberry.
yeah, I can see that,
So,
bro.
so you're hitting lines and home runs?
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
man, both. You got
Well,
man.
okay
lines
then.
first and home runs second, baby. You know what I'm
I,
saying?
I just heard queer, and then he called himself a fruit. All right. Thanks, folks. I'll
Egon,
be here all week.
remember, I know where you live, bro, and I can take my Tesla self drive it to your house. All right.
He'll take
Yo,
that
what
72
happened?
and 2 inch wingspan
I'm
right over
sorry.
there.
Yeah, no, I was waiting for my intro. That's weird. AI is getting crazy. Some people are like
I,
duping my voice. That's nuts.
I would just like to make one comment though. It's like I come up and I get ripped on by Ghost, by MJ, by Egon. Boo's the only one that has my back all the time. So I just like to take the next few minutes here to just talk about how great Boo is.
Thank
Okay.
Ghost, is it cool if I take 15 to 20? Just to
Yeah,
talk a little? Okay.
yeah. You can pretty much do anything you want, dude. I mean, it's kind of like
Yeah.
the White Castle movie. You know, make yourself at
Yeah.
home.
Take
No, I love it.
just
I
take over,
love it.
motherfucker. Come on, just like get off the hosting chair, Ghost, and just give it to Hint. Just let him have it.
I'll be
There's,
honest. I'm to the point where I'm like, fuck this life, dude. I'm just gonna kick it. You know.
Yeah,
hell yeah, man.
yeah,
Dude,
dude.
what would your thoughts be if I just knocked on your door on a random Wednesday, dude, and said, "Can I sleep over for a few days?"
Oh my god, we'd be so happy. Like honestly,
It's like back in the day, dude, when it's like, "Hey, my mom will drop off if your mom can pick up," right? That's how like you
Yeah,
did it. So I'm just
yeah,
gonna like literally stop there and be like, "My mom just dropped me off. So can you like bring me to the airport in 4 days?"
You got to walk
yeah,
the dogs a few times a day.
I did
yeah.
walk his
That
dog. I walked his dog to get
he did.
bagels. It's the
He did.
he has his Great
Sounds like
Dane.
you guys got it all worked out.
Yeah, dude, his Great Dane is like the greatest walking dog of all time. Like, doesn't pull, just like chills, followed Boo around, made sure she was safe. It's like the greatest dog of all time.
it was really fun. It
Yeah,
was nice.
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyways, so I didn't mean to sidetrack by telling everyone they make fun of me a lot, but my feelings don't get hurt. So
I mean, dude, this is the
No, it was
reality.
just slow. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
dude. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah,
no
dude.
problem, no problem. Hey,
We're
guys
we're
are allowed to share their feelings too. MJ, okay?
Yeah.
sometimes. No, I'm
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
playing.
sometimes. Otherwise, the other times you're a little bitch beta if you do, but most of the time it's okay.
I
I
agree with
like your
that.
I like that outfit, MJ. You're killing it.
Thank you. It's just I made it in the trenches, so I wanted to treat myself.
I can tell it's from the trenches.
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah.
looks good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Anyways, back to you, Ghosty.
Hey, no, man, I love it, dude. Egon's up here now too. What's up, Egon?
Egon.
It said me dying with that. Timbo, I'm literally doing it right now. I just woke up. Little Egon had to take a nap once he got home and ate after a long day at work.
Little nappy
But
nap there.
yeah, he likes that this green candle is where it was. I was waking up saying, "Oh man, I got liquidated." Nope, went long, and here we go.
I
My
love it.
man.
I love it. Let's give some shout outs to the ones that are up here hearing us bullshit all night, man. We'll give it up for G Pup in the building, man. Nice to see you. Do like G Pup and repost the stream if you haven't already. We got about 240 in the building. Shout out to the Dev of the Decade. Ain't none of this shit possible without you, Motown. We love you and appreciate you. Um, Dante out here saying repost that shit, right? Absolutely, man. Dante, we appreciate you. We appreciate everything you've done for us, man, including the 1,150 memes and always staying level headed and amped and excited for the project, man. We love you and appreciate you to the fullest. Crypto Homer, dope. My guy says, Soul is pumping. The trenches are cooking. It's a good day. What up, fam, man? I love it. We enjoying the journey. That is a fact. Goofy, aka Dumbass, aka Jay Blanche is in the building. JB says, evening all. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and we are. I see my sister Ash repping her merch on
Hi,
YouTube.
Hi, Ash. Love you.
Yes, we do, man. We love you. Good evening to you as well. Meds, man, perfect timing. He got to see some of the little sneak peek of the NFTs coming out. Also reposted the stream. We appreciate that. Um, JB says he's getting five more. Well, shit, you hit 500, so you definitely better get five more. Shit, you on a roll right now. Winning poker, hitting your NFTs, man. Your lotto tickets is hitting. I love it all, man. They look amazing, and I'll give credit to Boo for that, man. Shout out to Boo, of course.
Thank you.
Ash said the same thing, like, wow, Boo, these are absolutely
Yes.
incredible. Homer said they're super cool. Not the mama's laughing at you. No, I'm just kidding. She's just laughing. Um, JB says great work. Your boy Jada1312, aka Yonda Embiid, says we just hit and you know he's about to say Emma Lotto, but he got a phone call in between. These are wild AF, boo. I love them. They are wild, right? They're fucking untamed, man. G Pup says we love you, Timbo. We love you, Heidi. Egon did what he's supposed to do by reposting a stream and woke up from his nap. He said he bought them all, but he's lying because the bidding ain't live yet.
Mm. Mhm.
Meds AF in the building, man. Lotto fam, all rise. Let's go. We are in
Hey,
session.
Meds.
There's our co-host, Hinch.
All right, you
And
fucking traitor.
The co-host, motherfrick. You know what I'm saying?
you feel me?
Yeah, dude, leave some bitches for the rest of us, okay?
I can't, man. It's just naturally oozes out of me, just
Yeah.
naturally.
Yeah.
So what did you miss? You didn't miss anything, Bananas, because we are going to show
Mm-mm.
our NFT, the Untamed collection here again shortly. Untamed as fuck. But before then, let's get into perps real quick. Let's talk business. Okay, so if you're here trying to learn about perpetuals, we'll get right into it. What are perpetuals? Perpetuals are a trading strategy that is essentially everlasting, just like the definition. Unlike options in the stock market, there is no expiration date. You also don't even have to put a strike in. You could just basically pick a general direction, up or down. It's a very, very simple concept to understand. You are essentially putting up some collateral, hoping that the underlying, or Solana in our case, is going up if you're in a long, or you're hoping for it to go down if you're in a short. It's just that simple. When it goes up, you make money if you're in a long. When it goes down, you make money if you're in a short. Very, very simple. We'll start off with, where can you go to trade perpetuals? Okay, there are plenty of places out there. We are finalizing a deal here probably within this end of this week with a platform. We're just testing it out. We want to make sure it's smooth and it runs awesome. And if it does, then we'll make that move, and we'll have an affiliate link for you guys to save some money and get some perks and all that fun shit to help out Lotto. In the meantime, we are using Jupiter, jupe.ag. Jupe, jupe-a-doop, jupe-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop, jupe.ag. You can reach it on, of course, a PC, like what I'm using, or you can also go through your Phantom app, Soulflare app, etc. Go to the web browser and type in jupe.ag as well, and it'll pull this screen up here. And you're going to have options. If you're on a cell phone, it's at the bottom. If you're on a PC, it's at the top. You're going to want to select perps. That's right. That's abbreviated for perpetuals. And once you click on that, you'll have these options up here: Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin. We're going to be on Solana. It's highlighted in blue. And then you're going to see these candle formations. Now, of course, you won't have these fancy schmancy lines, no horizontal, no squiggly wigglies. These are all things that I've put up here, some key levels on the way down and on the way up, and also these moving averages that I like to play with: the 12 EMA, exponential moving average over 12 days, the 50 and the 200 SMA, which are simple moving averages, 50-day, 200-day. Other than that, it's going to look fairly similar. Now, again, if you think the price is going to go up, you're going long. Everything is green, and you're hoping for green candles. If you're going short, you want red candles. Everything's in a red preset, so you don't make that mistake, and you put your money where your mouth is. It's really just that simple. Now, the first thing I want to highlight, and this is with all markets, doesn't matter what you're trading, stocks, options, um, crypto, meme coins, it don't matter what it is, you got to have the proper risk management. And unfortunately, every single person's financial situation is absolutely different. It's a fingerprint. Therefore, you got to figure this portion out on your own. Okay. Now, I will say this much: none of the information you're getting tonight should be taken as financial advice. None of us are qualified. We're not here to try to advise you to do a fucking thing. We are only here to highlight some things that we've learned along our journey in a high hope to help you learn before you live. Because if you live and learn, You just might not have enough resources left over to actually see if you're a good trader or not. With that being said, the first portion of risk management is very basic. It's fucking common sense, okay? Do not trade, no matter how easy it looks. If you need the money anytime soon, rent money, mortgage money, car payment, food, groceries, insurance, gas, electric, I don't give a shit what it's for. Don't utilize those resources to learn how to trade. There's nothing worse than putting money into something that you need anytime soon, because it will make you sell a position sooner. You'll get absolutely committed to a position when you're down too much, knowing you can't afford to lose it and end up losing more. So please do not trade with shit that you need anytime soon. On the flip side of that, I want you to also understand that trading should never come from conviction plays, right? In other words, if you own Tesla, to sell your Tesla stock just to try and learn how to trade options is backwards. You should be trading options to buy more Tesla stock. And the same goes for crypto. In other words, don't sell your long-term conviction plays just for some chump change so you can try and trade and make more, essentially thinking you're going to be able to come back and buy the same conviction play, because yesterday's price is not today's price. Not only that, most of the time you're never going to refill those bags. And when they do take off, you're going to be completely upset at yourself. I have watched people endlessly sell their conviction plays to learn how to trade. And it's sad. It's really, really sad to see their bags just disintegrate. So the reason why we started doing these is to hopefully kind of give people some insight on not only how do you do it, but also for that exact reason, to kind of teach them the ways. Get an extra shift at your job, work overtime, do an extra Uber Eats or a Lyft ride, do something to make extra resources IRL, and then use those resources to start trading so you can do the opposite. And that's fill up your conviction bags. When you start to get big wins, you take that profit and you can buy your conviction plays. I'm not just speaking on behalf of Lotto. I'm speaking on whatever your conviction plays are. Do not sell to chase. Now that we've gotten all that out the way, the other portion of risk management is a very simple one. If you run out of money in your trading account, you cannot trade. You just won't have the money to trade. You'll never know if you're a good trader. So you should always take whatever you have in that portfolio of yours and fucking act like it's the last thing you got. Because again, that last trade that you're all in on, that you take that fat ass loss in, ends your journey for the time being. You gotta last in this game. And the only way to last is by taking super small L's and absolutely keeping yourself with money on the sidelines. If God forbid you take that L, you still have a way to trade. Okay? Now, beyond risk management, you're going to get into position sizing, which goes hand in hand. If you got a one soul account, then you don't want to just sit there and trade one soul every time, because eventually you're going to lose. And if you get liquidated, you're going to lose the entire account. So the goal is to always give yourself at least 4 or 5 trades within that specific account so that you can compound and build it. And if you take a loss or 2 losses in a row or 3 losses in a row, or God forbid 4 losses in a row, you should have at least one more trade in the gas chamber or in the clip that you can still unload. Don't run out of resources, again, or you'll never know if you were a good trader or not. Now, platform Jupiter, executing a trade, liquidation versus leverage. These are all things that you're going to learn over time, but I'm going to give you the best explanation I could possibly give you for everything. So the first part is executing a trade. In this little bubble where it says 0.00, whatever you put in here is representing this Solana. So if it's one SOL, it is $158, and that's one SOL. If I put in a 0.5, it's half a SOL, about $80. Very simple. And this is our collateral. This is the most that I can lose on this specific trade. Okay? So your collateral is what they would take from you if you get liquidated. It's the maximum set loss that you have. Now you can obviously sell at any time to preserve that SOL, but that is the maximum you take as far as a loss is concerned. The win, it is infinite, if you will, depending on the directional move that you're going. So let's give you an example if I'm going long. The next thing I got to set is my liquidation. I'm sorry, my leverage. Now, you could see here I got 100x on the screen. One SOL, 100x. Jupiter is saying here's 93 Solana worth of trading. That's right. So if it goes up $1 since I'm in a long, I would go up 93 bucks because it's as if I have 93 Solana and the price went up $1. Very simple. If it goes down $1, I'm down 93 bucks. However, here's the difference. I can also get completely liquidated, meaning they take the entire Solana if the price hits $157.10. I've highlighted it on the screen right here. $157.11 currently. Why is that? Because I'm at 100 leverage. So yeah, they'll give you 93 SOL, but you have a very small window of wiggle room. Now look at the chart. Nothing just goes straight up or straight down. It's like shark teeth. It's going to always go up and down. So that temptation to get a lot of SOL on your trade is there, and the reward is heavy. But again, if it goes against you and even just $1.15 or so, you lose the entire Solana coin or whatever that collateral is. So there's risk to that heavy reward. Now, the same is true on the opposite side. Let's say I do 20x leverage. Well, look at the difference. I'm only trading 19 and some change worth of SOL. So that same $1 move only makes me 19 bucks and some change. Not nearly as much as $93, right? Well, there's a reason for that. My liquidation's very far away from the price action currently. $150.82. That is a lower risk from the 100x leverage because I have wiggle room. I mean, this price can get all the way down to right around here before I get liquidated. That's a long way. So I can obviously sell my position and get out of it a lot longer than I could if I was at the higher leverage. That's the difference. So most people go with high leverage and small positions because they get bang for their buck. Some people go really small leverage with larger positions because they want to swing it for a longer period of time. I'm not going to tell you there's a wrong or right way to do it, but I am going to tell you this. If you get liquidated, that loss you take is a lot more harsh than maybe 3 to 5 wins in some cases. And again, if you're taking big losses, you're never going to see your account grow. How do I choose leverage? Well, I choose my liquidation and my leverage. I choose my leverage based on where I don't want to be liquidated, what I feel is safe. So I'll give you an example. Let's say I want to go short. I'm selecting short. It's in red, so I know. And I think it's going to go down, let's say. Well, where is it possible for this to run to? I can tell you right now, I have a line in the sand at 165.86. So I would definitely like to be below or above that, because if the price starts to go crazy, I have some wiggle room. So if I want to put my leverage at 165.86, ironically, that's where it's at right around now at a 20x. So I like this. I like having this much room. Once again, I can get out of the position at any time. And it gives me enough wiggle room. Once again, if I go to 100x because I can make way more money faster, well, now the price itself, 159.54, that's like right here. That's all it has to do is go up to this dotted line and I'm out a whole Solana coin. That's the difference. So I choose my leverage based on where my liquidation price is, where I believe it is safe, both long or short. If I'm going long, then I like to go low with my liquidation so that, again, I have wiggle room for it to come down and breathe a little bit before its next launch. Again, there's no right way or wrong way, but based on the trade, you got to formulate what you think is a safe spot to give yourself time to sell if it goes against you without being liquidated, but also to give your trade enough room to breathe just in case it doesn't do what you think it's going to do right away. We got Motown on the mic, man. What's up, Mo?
What's good? How's it going, everyone?
Good.
Hey,
How you feeling?
Mota.
Feeling good?
Feeling good, man.
Feeling good. Feeling great. You got the little one down?
Yep. About to go to bed myself here, but I want to step up and say what's up. The little NFTs look sick.
Hey, good looking, bro. We
Thank you.
love to get the stamp of approval from the homie. Let's go. We're excited about this one, man. I think this one's gonna be it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna start to get to the point where people start taking notice on what we're doing here, man. And I think this night is gonna be fun, bro. A
Hell
lot more to
yeah.
choose from versus just a number that might mean something to you. You know what I mean? You get an animal, a favorite number, whatever the case is, what feels right, what's left over at the end of it all. But we're going to do the same bidding style, you guys, 72-hour bidding. And of course, with opportunities to make an offer once the bidding is over, early Sunday morning, late Saturday night. But yeah, so that's the liquidation versus the leverage. That's how you would choose what side of the coin you want to get on. Let's talk about market sentiment for a moment because Solana's daily chart looks phenomenal. This is their 4-hour chart. There's something I do want to bring up to you guys. I know it looks like a clusterfuck right now, but this gold wedge that we were in, I was talking to you guys about it last night, and I was explaining to you guys rather than buying the rip and just getting caught up, I would like to wait for it to break out and then come back to retest and then go long. That's my strategy that I feel more confident in. If I jump in too soon, I can get liquidated on something as simple as the pullback. And if I wait patient enough for the pullback, I can go in with a higher leverage, with a higher level of support, and then I could see it through, right? And so you'll notice that's exactly what it did like clockwork. Late night around 10 o'clock, I think it was, we'll go to the 1 hour just to be on the safe side. Yeah, 10 o'clock last night, we popped out of the wedge. And this was a huge wedge, you guys. I mean, we're talking about, wicked off of it from here, wicked off of it from here, wicked off of it a few different times. These are 4-hour candles, you guys. I mean, we're talking well over 3 days combined hour wise, 24 to 30 hours of straight wicking off of both sides, bottom as well, as the top. And this has been happening for some time, right? Here's the first start of this wickage. So when you get that breakout, if you're patient, you could have jumped in on a candle like this. And this candle, the low end of it was $152.34. And the next 4-hour high hit 155.55. So that's a good $3 move. Now, of course, if you missed it because it was late night and you didn't catch it until, let's say, 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, at some point between 9 o'clock and 1 o'clock, it wicked right off of it a second time. So you got your official confirmation of it being support. And from that level, fuck, man, we're talking about a low of 151.25. Within the next 12 hours, we're talking about a high of 159.38. 159.38, 151.25. That's $8 and a dime, dude. That's a huge move. I don't care what, where you get in at that moment in time. That's a rip and a half, man. And you should have been able to make some money off of the retests. So when I tell you guys, the longer the wedges, the longer time frame it's happening on all candle patterns, that's what happens. It's the biggest move that you'll get. It's going to be an explosive move. Right now, it's hitting a downtrend. It failed to claim it so far for 8 hours straight, but it's holding that 155.17. Came back and tested 156.32 and held. and it's trying to get a close above that downtrend, which is also the support, the former support from March 3rd of this year, which is the 157.65. That's huge, man. It's absolutely huge. Once again, daily candles look great. Bitcoin went on a tear today and hit an all-time high, just over 112. But look at these daily candles, man. I mean, this daily candle shows it wick, 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 wick. When it finally busts out, it's gone. Absolutely gone. And this next daily candle started around 2 hours, almost 3 hours ago. And it's trying to, not get resistance here, man. It's trying to break above. Following day, it wants to start over this particular support. And if shit gets interesting at that point, man, the next highest, daily candle is well above 165. So that's a huge push even from here. That's a good $7 move. We'll see what Sol wants to do, man. But I'm absolutely loving the way it's been, acting and behaving. Very predictable. And I love when shit is predictable. Now I get it. We always say we do not predict, we react. But again, it's as simple as if it breaks to the upside of the wedge and it comes back to test, I can go long. That's my reaction. If it chooses to lose that wedge, I'll wait for it to come back up and try and reclaim it. If it fails to reclaim it, I'll go short. That was the concept. We wanted to buy long here, or if it allowed us to come back to this intersection here. These are the only two still in play. And then, of course, if it broke out, we wanted to buy the retest. And it's been perfect so far, you guys. Super exciting to see. On the daily candle, I've been talking about this golden cross for a very long time. And I told you guys yesterday it was about a $10 window, which it's just about $10 still. But as this price starts to come up, where the daily candle starts closing above the 50 SMA, it'll start to cause this to start curling more. And it can pinch this gap and cause a golden cross where the 50 simple moving average crosses and goes higher than the 200 moving average, daily moving average. That's a golden cross. A lot of people love that trade. Usually it's a sign of big things to come. And man, with this consolidating that's been going on, it sure as fuck feels like a lot of people are starting to position themselves to be in for that move. And I feel great about it. I mean, fuck, I feel great about it. Shout out to Mr. Chris. I see you in the building, bro. Nice to see you in here. It is what it is. Pa is in the building, man. Reposting the stream, man. Love you, Pa. It's nice to see you as well.
Hi, sweetie.
Yeah, man. I'm just bullish market right now, man. It's always fun to see the fucking run, man. It's always fun. I want to talk about this one soul challenge, you guys. We've been trying to get to 5 Solana. I keep saying I'm going to only trade in front of you guys to really build it. The biggest problem that I'm running into is when there's like a specific move that's available, it's when we're not even on stream yet. And so there's times where I'm just not trading this account because I'm waiting to go live with you guys. And then by the time we finally go live and I'm explaining the basics, we miss move after move after move. And I don't want to force trade just to put something up for you guys to be able to witness the way we get in and out of trades. But man, it's definitely hindering our success with growing this account. So what I'm going to do moving forward is if I see a good opportunity to take a trade with this particular account, I will post leverage, my entry price, the amount of SOL I'm going in with, and then what's my plan. If I'm going to add if it hits here, or if I'm going to trim when it hits here, whatever's first. And that way you guys can see this shit grow again, bro, because we've been kind of at a standstill for the past week. And it's just boring. It's just boring. I want to trade. I want to trade and I want to grow it as fast as I can. So
I agree.
You like
earlier,
that?
Yeah, earlier we were like looking into an entry, but we were like busy with like Lotto stuff, which is fine, but I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, man, you called it out. It was like, this is a good time to get in, man. It's coming back, it's testing, and sure enough, it fucking did. And I'm just like, damn.
Yeah, and I miss it too, dude. But
trading,
like, that's how much we love you guys.
Real shit, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, and I want to show you guys it's easy to grow this shit. We went from 1 SOL to 2 SOL 5 times now, and or at least 4 times, and now we're sitting at 1.14, and I swear to you, it's like fucking clockwork. We get here at 5 and it's like la 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 la. Or today, for example, we're putting in the NFTs and I'm like, I can't even trade it right now. I should be live already, but I'm trying to upload these NFTs to make sure that they go smooth. And we miss one of the longs that we call out. So I'm gonna start taking it upon myself to
You can
trade
post
this.
it in the Discord.
You said one more time?
You can post in the Discord. There's a room in there for perps.
Oh, I love it, dude. Yeah, you know what? I'll do that as well. Do my posts when I post on X? Do they go in the Discord? I'm pretty sure I've seen it
Yeah,
like that.
all the tweets do. Yeah,
Yeah,
all
Okay,
dude.
your
cool.
tweets.
Put out a main tweet. I know it goes to Telegram and Discord, and that way, if you guys have questions or want to see why I'm taking it, when I'm taking it, that'll be the way to convey that message to you guys. So I want to be transparent so you guys can see the actual action. I don't want you guys to come back here tomorrow and be like, "We're at 3 soul, yeah, we did that," and it's like, really though, like, what was the trade? How much did you go in with? So I will
Yeah.
I'll be sure if I use this account to grow it on perfect moments, I'll post it and I'll ensure that I have a screenshot to show you what the amount is, the strike, expiration, the entry price, and of course the liquidation leverage, the whole 9 yards. So that way you guys can kind of keep up. And yes, in the perp chat as well. You got it, Mr. Chris. Man, I'm feeling good, bro. It's 8 o'clock on the Pacific Standard side. We are on number 50 so far on these NFTs that we've put in so far. We're going backwards, so they're in order. From 68 through 50 is done. That means I got about 49 to go. I want to start getting these in the system just in case there's any mishaps. And then I obviously want to also start actually putting them up for the bid. The issue that I run into is it's not one bid that starts them all. I have to individually go in there and start the bid for the 3-day ticker, the 72-hour ticker. And I don't want to start it too soon. I want to start it after 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time at the earliest. I'd prefer to get it closer to 11 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This way, on Saturday, when we do our typical drawing for our NFTs, the Lotto Ballers, the OGs, the Zeros, and the Yo Lotto Minis. That way we can actually talk about, hey, the bid's still open and get some last minute bids in there for people that tune in and see the excitement and want to join us. That'll be a way that we can get some extra bids coming in late night. I was sick as a dog last week. That's how I wanted to set it up, which we did it that way. But I had never been that sick in a long time I can remember. So I couldn't go live on Saturday. We just pushed them all on a Sunday. So it's a 72-hour bid. I'll start it tonight. That gives us all of Thursday, all of Friday, and all of Saturday, including Saturday night. And boom, at that point, Sunday comes, the bid will be over. When you wake up, you can see if you got it. And if you see someone outbidded you, you can jump on and make them an offer and see if you can get that ball back. And man, we'll have a blast, bro. Concept has been fucking awesome. It's awesome to see it come to fruition. We're testing out different ways to launch them. The first time we did it, it was more about it being a lotto ticket. So it was a very generic image across the board. Just one change was the actual number itself. This time around, we want to see if there's some individuals that go, fuck, I want this particular one because this art is sick, or I'm an elephant fan, or I'm a bull fan, or I'm a Snapdragon AF fan, whatever the case may be. We'll see if y'all, end up bidding more on them, because remember what the main priority here is revenue, and that revenue that we pull in, 80% of that we gave out in giveaways, and the other 20% of that we're letting stockpile so we can utilize that to further enhance the fusion, which we have phase 2 and phase 3 in the works. And then another portion of that revenue is, of course, not only to help the project where we see fit, but shit, even if we see anybody clip out a heavy amount, we'll have some ammunition that we can put straight into buying some of these tokens. That way we can help support some of the lows and as well as push through some of the barriers on highs. So a lot of fun stuff, man, when it comes to these NFTs. Not only when you buy them are you supporting the movement itself, but you're also getting something in return. You're getting a fresh ass NFT. You know, raffles, it's over. You don't have anything to show for it. Um, you know, it's a keepsake as well, right? In other words. And then lastly, dude, you got an opportunity to fucking hit the lotto. And you know, Goofy last week was our big winner. He made $500 off of his one ball. Dante hit twice, deservingly so, which was a
Let's
total of three.
go.
Yeah, bro. And so they got a keepsake, and they got hit the lotto, and they helped the project, man. Most importantly, so again, this time around we got a little cheeky with it, man. We started making some different images, and you know, shout out to Boo for the design, man. It's fucking man. If you guys think these ones are dope, dude, it was like as she was going, bro.
Hmm.
The more she was getting into them, the fucking cooler she was starting to get with some of the concepts, man. And I can't fucking wait to show you 49 through 1, bro. I mean, holy fuck, bro. Some of them are just so ridiculously sick, man, that I'm absolutely excited. So I'm gonna be here in the background. We'll keep it live, just in case, of course, we see a spot that we can jump in on a long or a short. So I'll keep the stream live just in case that's the case. I'll give you guys some updates as I'm moving. Show you guys some ones that we've uploaded. If you want to follow along, you can by going to shogunfusion.io, and then you can click on collections, which will send you to this page here. You'll see the Lotto, just the Lotto Untamed AF collection you can click on. Or, of course, when you hit explore, it should be um, pretty much the most recent, recent ones should pull up on us that we've created. Yes, there's a duplicate already. Sometimes it happens where it times out and it makes a duplicate. We're going to only have one per ball, just like last week. We had the same thing with the 58 ball. There was three of them. Those are not going to be listed for sale. And then eventually we're going to have a system in play that it removes it from our, plain view. In the meantime, we sent it to a incinerator, and it's still on the site for a moment or two. And then, it'll get to the point where it gets removed in a timely manner. But again, you can make an offer on both of them if you wanted to. It ain't gonna change anything. There's only gonna be one that you can actually bid on. Okay. And yeah, man, I'm gonna get to work on these behind the scenes while you guys are taking a look at the chart. And then lastly, I just want to say shout out to Lotto, man. I mean, we've been around a little over 7 months, almost 7.5 months, man. Tomorrow's our halfway point, man. 7.5 months. And I gotta say, man, the consistency of the team and the community has been obviously key. Um, the dedication, the fan base that we've really just embarked on this journey together, man, has just been oozing. I mean, you could see here, I mean, it's just all green in the transactions. We're up a little over 11% over the last 24 hours. This is fairly low volume, but it's just all buys for the most part, man. 46 buys to 19 sells is crazy work. And you can see we reclaimed this trend line. And this trend line, by the way, is our original trend from the date of inception. So reclaiming this has been a big goal and a big deal for us because it puts us right over the 550K mark, starts to balance out that, support at 500,000 that we once had, and gives us that platform to kind of propel towards that 750K mark, which man, I think that was like the last major fucking thing we ran into where one of our original whales had left the party, man. And that one was like, fuck, dude, we were on a nice trajectory from 400K up to 750K. Shit was looking smooth. And then, 3 or 4 sales later, between the midst of probably 15 to 20 million tokens, and it completely threw us, threw us to the downside. And I gotta say, man, you guys were fucking supportive, helped buy the dips, man, put us in a great position. These are daily candles that we're looking at right now. Love to see it, man. There was the buyer in the rumor selling the news type of an event with our alpha coming out, which was our NFT line that works as your lotto tickets. So we saw a nice run up for that week, and then of course some profit taking because we had pretty much tripled up at that point market cap wise. So you saw some profit taking, and then once that profit taking kind of died down, the real OG started stepping in and putting some extra resources to the cause, and we've now officially reclaimed that uptrend. Again, love to see it. We'll see how far it takes us, man. But I think right now, man, we're kind of in this range right around here where we can hopefully start to see that uptick again, and start hitting those new heights, man. Let's reclaim, a milli next. Let's put ourselves in a great spot. I said it a long time ago. I said, man, we were at 200K, and I was like, I could tell you right now, the risk versus reward is insane right now. And it was because we held 200K for so long that even if at 250K, if that's when you wanted to jump in at the time, even if it went backwards on you to 200K and you're down, 25% or whatever, 20%, it's not that crazy. The risk versus rewards there. And we started seeing some action come in. I mean, I'm here to tell you the same kind of scenario. You take those catastrophic events that we ran into, and this has been our mean for months, dude. This 500, 440, 450K mark was our mean. That was like right around our average pricing. And right at 560, right now, that's again, we're kind of around that 20, 25% wiggle room there from a baseline. So if you're an outsider looking in, just from like a charting experience and knowing what I know about the project and how it's been handled, this is like a really good time to keep a really close eye on this chart. I think dips are getting matched. Like every time I've seen any sell, it's pretty much almost instantaneous that someone bought the same amount or greater than shortly after that dip. So this is one of those times where you got to really pay attention, because the last thing you want to do is like fuck around and find out where you look back in a week or two and you're like, damn, they're already back to a mill. Because let me explain something to you. I'm not here to give you FOMO or here to try and tell you that you should be buying this. I don't give a shit if you buy it or not. And I don't care how long you plan on holding it either. I know what we plan on doing, and that's moving in the direction of positivity with this entire project. So I'm not concerned, is my point, with who buys and who holds. But I'm telling you for a fact, we went
Can
from
you
1 mil to 3 mil in 3 days, and 3 mil to 10 mil in 3 days. It's fast. When it happens, it is fast. So don't fucking push your luck trying to wait too much for fucking better pricing on your conviction plays, man. Start getting an opportunity to find yourself at least starting out with growing it, your position size, and be prepared to have those reserves if you get lucky enough to get a lower price point.
Yeah.
What was that? Okay, my bad. I didn't mean to keep going there. My fault.
No, sorry, dude. I just there's people backstage. Sorry, just want to let you know.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
But yeah, man. So while you guys are out here taking a look at the chart itself, there's one thing I want to point out. We've seen the 12 EMA on the 1 hour chart get slapped and hold, even when it wicked all the way through 3 support lines. The buying pressure was thick, and it reclaimed the 12 EMA, and it's been riding it ever since, right? Until that doesn't work, you can see some consistency. So if I'm going to enter this particular trade myself, I either wait for the EMA to get above the support line and take longs off of that EMA, or I wait until I get at least a clean touch of the EMA before I can take any longs. The problem that I see with waiting for this time around on that EMA bounce is a lot of the momentum is starting to slow up. You do see a pretty large wick off the 1 hour. And of course, that's at a rejection of basically a psych level of 160, 159.50, but also a key level of the 159.21 it wicks down from. And again, if it's touching this EMA, that would mean it lost the uptrend, or I'm sorry, the downtrend that it reclaimed, as well as another line in the sand of support. So, again, it works until it doesn't. So if you're patient enough to wait to go long for a test on that 12 EMA, just know after rejecting and losing 3 supports, it might fuck around and come a little lower. So be prepared. I will be looking to try and grab a long, maybe at a retest of this 157.65. Maybe you can grab a little bit there, a starting position. Jesus, girl. And see if you can get another bounce off of that. But I'm not going to force anything tonight. I'll tell you that much, because I'm going to be focused on these NFTs. You want to go outside? Go ahead. Can you let him out, baby girl? Hey, can you let him out? He's out. You know what? Give me 2 seconds. I can put the AC on in this bitch. Hotter than a mug. Okay, um, but yeah, man. So that's what I'll look to. It looks like it's getting close to testing it now. The same could be true here as well with this 50 SMA. It's kind of bouncing off of it all day. It's not really respecting the 12 EMA. It's losing it. It's losing it. It's losing it. Kind of reclaiming it, losing it, reclaiming it. So I think it's better to kind of go off of this 50 SMA on a shorter time span, like 15-minute candles. Nice curvature on all of it, man. It looks like it's still got some 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 room to run. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a test at least of this 156.21 area, 156.25 area on the 50 SMA, which also kind of aligns with this, what, 156.21, 156.32 support. So yeah, again, that 12 EMA on a 1 hour candle still looks strong to me. Again, at least for a nice pop. It might not reclaim all this crazy shit, but it should at least kind of give you a nice pop. There's some traders present for that. But yeah, without further ado, I'm about to go to work on these NFTs behind the scenes. And anybody up here, Timbo, Massimo, Mo, Hinch, MJ, if y'all, Egon, if y'all want to talk, you more than welcome to. You ain't got to be all quiet and shit while I do these.
Hey,
Dude.
Massimo is eating right now, and he told me to say he can't talk, but he is here in spirit and listening.
I love it. I love it.
It's true.
Oh, thank God! I thought you were in the trunk somewhere. Oh, thank you for your confirmation. I'm just kidding. I'm
Hey,
working on a little music
I
clip in
wouldn't
the
be the I
background.
wouldn't be
Trying
the
to
one
get
in the trunk, Egon.
Hey, this guy knows what I'm talking about, huh? Timbo, you don't drive a Cadillac, do you?
just drive, please.
Anybody interested in
Ghost, when
some?
you were looking at the chart, my bad.
No, you're good, man. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Hinch, bro. I'm on a delay, brother.
No, you're good. Go ahead. Talk. You're good.
I was gonna say I didn't know what time frame he was looking at earlier, but when I looked at my phone, I thought Ghost was looking at a meme coin chart, not Solana. I was like, "What the heck time frame is that?" And it was the 15, I think.
It was 15 right before this. Yeah, right now it's on the 1 hour for these intervals.
Okay, yeah, the 15 looks wild, bro. I was like, "What the heck?"
That's the one he said it's following the 50 SMA really nicely on the shorter time frame versus, excuse me, respecting this trend line on the longer time frame.
Bro, and having Ghost is like cheat sheet of those levels. I'm screenshotting them on this phone now. Sorry, it's windy. Um, but yeah, bro, that's like a cheat. I love having that every time I pop in here because it gives me like I know I have it screenshotted, but each time I'm like, okay, that's that level. That's what that is. I love that, bro.
That's okay. Thank you for actually bringing that up, Timbo. We're actually selling those on the Lotto merch store live in poster format for 3 Solana each every day. So it's going to be different, daily. You can watch the progression of not only your levels but our trading adventure. So it's more of a keepsake than financial advice because none of this is financial advice. We are not trained financial advisors. It's all entertainment purposes. And I was totally kidding. We don't sell any of this.
NFA DYOR, baby.
That's right.
Let me get
Hinch,
that
what were you
tattooed on my
about to say?
forehead.
Oh, my bad. I was on mute. I'm going in. I'm placing some bets for this weekend for UFC for this weekend and next weekend. Some good old locks, some lockety locks. If anyone's interested, not that I need to talk about it here, but if you are, I will
Yes,
give you
yes,
them.
please.
I'm
You have
interested.
my DM address.
Yeah, you do mine as well, sir. And if you need my email, I'll shoot that over as well.
Just shoot me a DM because I'm doing my phone and I can't talk while I'm in Bovada for some
Ten
reason.
four.
So
I got you.
um,
I
I'll
like your
post them
Google.
though. I'll just
Okay.
post the locks, and
All
then I'm
right.
also gonna post if people have Bovada itself, you can actually bet through like the next 2 months. And I have one I'm placing right now. It's, in my opinion, it's about as locky as it gets and being a super large parlay. So, I mean, obviously, like something cool to throw like $5 at to win like 400. Like, not saying break the bank with it, but it's it's cool when
Right,
you bet because it's literally between 5 events, and it's like picking
right.
2 or 3 per event. And I can tell you, if I had self control and only did 3 or 4 person parlays, I'd hit 95% of them. So that's how I do it.
Bro,
And yeah, what were you
I am
saying?
so sorry. What is your new handle?
Oh God, it's Hinch 19 underscore AF.
That's what it was. Because I went to go DM your other
Oh,
one. Have
with
you
the
seen the profile?
yeah, dude, that guy looks like a pedophile loser. What the fuck?
I was laughing my butt off. I went to go DM. I was like, wait a minute. I don't know who this person is, but it's Hinch's profile.
Dude, I'm trying to either get that reactivated. I sent him like my driver's license and all this other crap, and then a
Right.
bunch of
Yeah, you
people
told me.
reported it. So you can always report
Oof.
it. That would be a favor. But then I also
Ooh.
said, like, if you're not going to verify me, then deactivate that shit because I don't know what the hell he's doing on there. It doesn't look like much, but people might be DMing, not realizing. Not that I get a ton of DMs, but just either I want it back
Well, I
or
mean, I know it's
deactivate that crap.
recorded space, but maybe I could DM him and see if it's actually you. Wink, wink.
Yeah, dude. At this point in time,
Um,
I'd just love to spend some money and get a white hat hacker to like hack it back for me. That would be great.
right now, if because my worry is reporting it would. I
No,
don't
you can
know. I don't
report
want to
that
say
one,
get
dude.
banned, but
Just report it and put impersonating, like whatever. I think MJ did it,
and
Ghost
then
did
put
it,
your
Boo did
new
it.
profile
Yeah,
because
that's
it
what you
asks
would
me
do.
who. All right, copy that. Doing it.
I mean, you don't have to, but I think the more that do it, the more serious they take it. It's stupid because I had my Twitter account since like 2012 or 13 or something, and the email that I used on
2014,
it,
according to this.
yeah, 2014. Okay, the email I had on there, I don't know what the frick email I used, dude. It says like my name on it, but that name is not associated with a Yahoo email. So when they tried to verify me, they said they can't verify me because I'm not giving them the right email. So then I said, okay, I tried using my phone number, which has not changed my entire life. And they're like, sorry, we couldn't verify you through email. So you just have to create a new account. It was like literally that simple. They didn't give a shit. So
Which is
it's kind
funny
of,
because it says this account is verified. This is so
well,
messed
not
up.
only that, dude, like I'm verified on it. I have been for like, I don't know, 6 months.
Ever.
Um,
Yeah.
I have my phone number. Literally, I was like, you can FaceTime me. I sent him my front and back of my driver's license. I sent him a screenshot of my inside my phone. I went into my profile and screenshotted my phone number that has my picture on it that matches my profile picture, my old profile picture. It's like, what else do you need, dude? Like, call me,
Yeah.
FaceTime me, dude. Like, I don't care what you need to do, but this is bullshit. That guy just has access to it. Anyways, enough about that. If
Yeah. No
I'm
worries.
going in right now and placing bets, so I'll probably just post it. You probably don't even need to DM me if you don't want to. But if every Saturday, dude, I make picks. My problem is it's hard to just pick one event. So typically I do a lock, I do locks, and then I do like a guaranteed, I mean a lock parlay, and then I do like a quote unquote, $5 type parlay, like play at your own risk. But I will say this right now, I'm in one with a couple people on X jointly in a few of them, and it's down to like 5 or 6 out of 14 to 16 people, and all of the underdogs on it have already hit. So it's looking real juicy. And
Oh,
I'm
nice.
already making a commitment here, and I've said this like 6 months ago. For the longest time when I was on like a humongous roll, I think I dropped like 6 or 7. Actually, no, I take it back. It was like $8,500, all my profits directly into Lotto, and so these are going to be some big hits if they hit. So we'll be slapping some Lotto charts.
Step the chart. All right, I can't wait. I'll be doing the same. I wish
Yeah,
I
I was
could say
like,
we could add some Formula One to this, but they're on a 3-week break now.
yeah, you don't have access to Bovada, do you?
No, people are saying I could do it with a VPN, but I don't have one of
Nah.
those. And honestly, I'm mobile
Here's what
all
you
the time. I'm way too much to do that.
Yeah, dude, here's what you do. Whenever you travel to a state in the future, you sign up to Bovada while you're there. Once you're signed up, like I can access Bovada when I'm in Las Vegas. That you can't get in Vegas, go
Oh, get
figure.
out
You
of
can
here!
yeah, dude, you can act once you're signed up, you're good. Like literally I
I
could
could have done it on vacation. I was literally just
the the,
in a
the
state
one
that allowed it. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, the one cool thing with Bovada, and I've said this a million times, it's you can play poker on it, any type of poker you want. You can even do like blackjack and all that. I stay away from that shit, but I play poker a lot on it, which is sweet because you can if you're like, oh, I have $5 on there and I just want to pass the time and still play, like you can play 50 cent tournaments, 50 cent, where you just play against other people, heads up. You can play in massive tournaments, whatever, all the way up to unlimited amounts of money. So it's cool. It's good for everyone. But when you sign up with the link, and I'm not saying you have to, but if you do, you get 100, or I think it's like if you put $100 on, you immediately get 75. If you transfer crypto for your deposit, I think you get 150% bonus payout. So if you transferred in $100, you would get your account would have 250 in it instantly. And not only that, but it gives a 200% payout to the link. So it's like a win-win for everyone. But you can
I
place up
can
to
confirm
16.
everything Hinch is saying, guys. As long as
Yeah, it's,
Bavada is allowed wherever you're at. I got to the final step until it was like, it doesn't look like Bavada is supported where you are. And it's
I
only a
try.
very few states that is actually a thing. So you
Yeah.
should be able to have luck.
So yeah, so for me, it's like I play when I do my bets, it's like we do perps to make additional resources to, help with our conviction plays. I do perps, but I also do
Sure.
sports betting, and I literally take 100% of my profits. You can ask the people that do it with me, like 100%, dude. I obviously take my principal out that I bet with because I need to still be able to bet. And if there's a time where I lose a few or
Sure.
whatever, I'll, replenish with my profits. But all profits outside of my starting amount goes right into Lotto. So I'm hoping we'll know. I think a lot of these are done on August 16th, which is a big special day because my favorite MMA fighter of all time is going for a belt in Chicago, which I'm going to. And like every one of my parlays will come down to him if it does, and he is going to smash faces. So it'll just make it more
That's
real. It'll be
fantastic.
like, I know, dude, it can't work out any better because it'll literally be like, and I on Bovada, once you get to a certain point where they do their calculation, it's like when you play Let's Make a Deal or whatever it's called, and then the banker phones in and gives you an offer. They'll make you
Deal or
offers
no
to
deal.
cash
Yeah.
out. Deal or no deal, thank you. Like they'll make you offers.
Yep.
So I think MJ took one for like a couple $100 or maybe a couple hundred versus like potential to win 40 additional. It was like the sweetest deal of
Yep.
all time, a win-win. It was like a $20 bet that turned into like $200 versus winning 230.
Yeah,
And
it was down to like my last bet, and I just took the payout.
and it's crazy too
That's
because
good.
Yeah.
we knew
Most
Ilya
cases work
Taporia was
well.
going to win, but like why risk it? You know what I mean? He went up a weight class.
Sure.
Why risk it? Take your guaranteed 10x.
Yeah, because it was only a $40 difference, which I, can go without because I was already
Right
up
at that
so much.
point.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
How
you
much was it, dude? Like,
you 10x'd it. I mean, for profit wise, it was like an 8x of profit.
yeah,
It was a $20 bet that turned into just under 200. So,
Now I
yeah.
noticed you mentioned multiple parlays. How many do you? What do you put down on an average? Let's say 6-legger.
oh, I mean, dude, it depends on how. Like, if I'm posting locks, of course anything can happen. It's UFC, dude. So like nobody has a crystal ball. But if I'm posting something that I say is a lock, and let's say there's six, you can ask Motown this because I can't. there was one that was like a 5-person or a 6-person, and it was literally like a plus 130. It was like barely any of a payout. But again, it's
Right.
Lock City. But yeah, if I'm doing like a 6-person
Sure.
parlay and I'm like, this is like, unless something really fucking crazy happens, it's definitely hitting. Um, I have no problems throwing like $50 on it for like a potential profit of like
Okay, good.
mi-
That's
like a
that's
plus,
typically what I'll do.
yeah, but again, I have the ones that I have going right now that are still in play. I have 6 parlays right now in play. 4 of them are greater than $2,000 payouts. And there I don't have a single bet over $50. It's like 50, 40, a couple
Oh,
$25 ones, a 10, and then I'm weird like Ghost with OCD when it comes to like I had X amount with four
the
dollars and
dollar
sixty seven
amounts
cents.
even.
So I do have one bet for
Yeah.
$4.67, but it's like a $400 payout, and
Yep.
actually that only has 2 people left in it. So again, I'm excited about it, but I'm like, for fuck's sake, dude, why didn't I just throw $10 at it and have $1,000? You know what I mean? Like $4, come on, man, stupid.
Yeah,
But
that
that's
is actually really sick that you can do that because they load in, and I guess that's one of the advantages of having these fight cards scheduled so far in advance. You can parlay weeks out. That's really
yeah.
cool.
I mean,
Like you
I've been
can't do that
betting.
with the NFL at the beginning of the season. You can't be like, "Oh, my team's going to win this week, this week, this week, this week, and this week." Even just straight
Correct.
money line, nothing else. You can't do
Yep.
that.
No, you can't. And I think I actually just bet. I was at the casino the other night with my cousin, and there they have like there's a sports book there, but there's also like machines where you can bet your sports on there too. It used to be where you could only bet 1 week at a time for UFC, which was
Mhm.
stupid because any given UFC event, there's probably 2 or 3 maybe locks that you can pick from.
Sure.
That's why I need to spread it out because I want like the highest probability of hitting a large parlay, which there's still, it's still hard to do, but I did place a bet on the Packers to what was it? It was to win greater than 9.5 games. I placed a bet on the Bucks to win the NBA championship, which let's just pretend it's not gonna happen, but it was plus 50,000. I
I
think I
did
bet
too.
20 bucks to win 5 grand. So I think that's plus 50,000. And I was like, well, shit, dude, 20 bucks. I'm going to go lose that right now if I go play something stupid. So might as well throw it. And again,
Sure.
that's going to be 1 year out, but it's sitting in my truck. So if that hits, it's like 5 grand, like
Exactly.
amazing. But yeah, I
No,
think,
I'm with you. But some of those machines are kind of dumb. They won't have decent um I guess options or even props to bet on. Like when
well,
I went to try and bet on that weekend's Formula One game at the local casino, it was just
yeah.
like, hey, you can bet on the championship winner for the season. I'm like, what? That's it?
Well,
Nothing
and
for
I
the
was looking at
actual
that
race?
even on Bovada, dude, like when I bet on Formula One, I think I had 2 bets out there. It was like, I bet on Max to come, I think, place in the top 3, which was basically even
Wait, which weekend?
money-ish.
Like this year?
This was Canada,
Oh,
like
okay,
3 weeks ago, maybe, whatever that was, 2, 3 weeks ago.
sure.
Him to place in the top 3, which I think he took second, if I remember correctly,
He
second or
did.
third. I did have
He
a bet
was
on
at
him to
podium
win
finisher.
because it was like plus 500 or something, which I was like, well, screw it. I'll throw $5 on that or 10 or whatever I threw on it. But there was zero other things, dude. It was like people to win, people to place in the top 2 or maybe top 3, but the odds were definitely like not great.
All you
At
need
least for
is
the one.
DraftKings to tail my
Dude, I
stuff.
can't I can't do DraftKings. I tried with
Oh, you
you, and then
can't?
I forgot, and
Oh,
then
that's right.
Motown gave me his, and I went into it to deposit money. It's like your state doesn't support it. I was like, what? Because I have a ton of
Wow.
different sports betting apps, dude. But I
Sure.
can't, apparently I can't do DraftKings. Like it pissed me off because DraftKings is sweet.
It is, and it's one of the few that kind of gets versatile. Like throughout the year, they're switching things up. They have, I think, something called "Build Your Way" parlay. It's they kind of look like the slips that you guys make at the casinos now. It's you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
actually pick your line of whatever you want, really, for
yeah.
certain sports. But Formula One, yeah, it's amazing how many options they have. Like leader after X amount of laps. This is the only week that screwed me. And that was only on the third portion of that. The first
Yep.
two, fine, good, no problem. But I don't know if you watched the British Grand Prix this weekend, but it was gnarly. It was awesome. MJ, I'm
Dude,
sorry. It's the first time I'm talking to you about it. That's a rough one for Max.
dude, what I can't wait for is when football season is in full effect because Ghost is a grandmaster at his teaser
Yes.
bets. And just straight up in football. I know the UFC, you know Formula One with MJ. And so it's like if we can trickle in a couple okay, at an NFL, there's always gonna be one or
Multi
two
sport
locks,
lays.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Or maybe even a few
Right.
more. You have Formula One, which if you're not positive or you don't have any locks, great. But if you do, like those are never in my parlays. But I do like to
Yep.
have ones. I'm not gonna place a lot of money on them, just because football
No,
is
cross sport ones that actually screwed me today. I had PSG winning the game against Real Madrid. That one hit. Phillies money line hit, but the Dodgers lost it in the extra innings by one. And I'm like, you kidding me? Why? Why
dude.
did I
I
parlay this
Yeah,
game?
it's so crazy, dude, because I used to think to myself, okay, like professional soccer, it's like this team is going to beat the shit out of them. And it's like they have to win. If you're betting on it to win, they have to win, clearly. If they tie, you lose, and if they lose, you lose. So I have been screwed out of soccer so many times. And baseball, dude, I swear to God, like to me, and a lot of people out here are gonna be like, you're a dumbass. But like I just feel like at any given night, any team can beat any team. Like it's just they're
Agreed.
all really great. It comes down to pitchers, really, and who can hit the damn ball. Because they all field like
But for
they're all
soccer,
great fielders.
it's like it's UFC style as well. In at least for DraftKings and Fanatics or FanDuel maybe with the
Yep.
double chance, it's like okay, either it's going to end this
Yes.
way or this
Yep.
way. So the fact that you can bet whichever team you want to win, or it'll be a draw, cool.
But you also
If
can't
your
do.
main goal is to say, look, I don't know what's going to end, but that team's not winning, that you can place that bet.
Yeah, that's cool. The only problem is you can't parlay that with something else. You can't parlay props together.
Yeah, correct. Well,
So like,
kind of. There's certain ones that are now,
oh yeah,
but yeah,
maybe on
they're
different.
indicated.
I'm talking on Bovada like you can, and the
Oh,
other app I
copy.
use you can't either. So like, dude, like trust me on this. I love props bets. I picked Ilya Taporia to knock him out in the first round, but I also picked him to knock him out in the second or third round because I knew it was going to happen. He claimed the first round. Everyone does. He did it. That was actually a decent return, but not as good as you would think. Um, and you go through and it's like you bet $5 on round one, two, and three, even though it's a 5 round fight. We knew it wasn't going to go the distance. So I did that, and it's like I profited like $40 on it. But if he would have did it in round two, it would have been double it, dude. And round three was like triple it. So it's like, frick, dude. But overall, Ilya Taporia was in every single one of my parlays, dude. So I was like, I don't give a shit if these props hit. I just want him to win. Period.
Yeah, hats off
Because
to you. Yeah, that was a great call.
yeah, dude, Ilya's on another level. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If and when Islam Makhachev comes back down, because that's his weight class, dude. He gave up the belt. It will be, and this is an unpopular opinion, I will almost guarantee you that it will be as close to even odds as you can get. And Islam has never been anything worse than like a minus 250 favorite ever. And he kills people. Ilya Taporia will knock his ass the frick out. You can't wrestle with him because he's so strong. Like he could probably take him down, but if you watch that fight with Charles Oliveira, who is a seasoned, he has the most submissions, knockout city. He's always been the number one contender, previous champ. Ilya went up a weight class. He just made him look like a sixth grade girl, dude. Like nothing phased him. And I don't think Islam wants. He goes, I'll fight him if he beats Charles Oliveira. Well, or he said he needs to go through someone first. After that performance, dude, um, I don't know if it's in his best interest to do it, dude. I think he stays at 170 and takes that belt. He should not come back down because that's his natural weight class, Ilias. That's like what he walks around at, and Charles Oliveira has to cut a shit
Yep.
ton. So it's like if you don't have to do a hard weight cut, man, like you have a huge advantage. And he's a special person. Mark my words, dude. He's a double champ, which it's only been done by like 3 other people, and he's not stopping here, dude. He's gonna wipe that. He's gonna defend that belt for the next 2 or 3 years until he decides, fuck it, dude, I'm gonna move up. And he might be one of those where he's like top 5 of all time, top 3 of all time.
Ultimately, like
Also,
when with the record all said and done, you mean?
yeah, I mean, not even just record, dude. You got to look at the people he's beaten. He beat Volkanovski at his weight class that he's never lost. Like he just crushed people for years. Beat the shit out of Volkanovski. Um, beat the shit out of Charles Oliveira. Um, like if you look at his record, the people he's beating, and it's not even close, dude. He got knocked down one time. It's funny too because I can't remember who it was. Can't think of it right now, but he got clipped and went down for exactly like 1 second and then shot on his legs. And within 20 seconds, he had him knocked out. It was like a wake up call, like, okay, dude, you just let him do that to you. He was hit hard, dude, really hard. Like most people would be knocked out. He went down and within 25, 30 seconds, he had the dude finished. It was almost like he's like, yep, that was too close. I'm gonna knock him out now. Um,
What, the fight started? Look, it's over.
yeah, it was Ja Herbert is who it was. If you watch that fight,
Okay.
but they're great, dude. Did you hear that UFC 250, I believe, is gonna be at the White House?
I didn't hear which number it was going to be, but I heard Trump say they were going to host one there.
Yeah, they're
And I don't
hosting
know.
it.
I
It
mean, I think it's cool in concept, but I don't know. You don't think the media is going to grab that and be like, "Oh, it's
uh,
an emperor
the,
trying to run gladiator games on the, you know."
who cares, dude? I don't think anyone gives a shit. Dana White's literally gonna pay for the building on it. It's gonna be on the White House premises, dude, and it's gonna be the 250th anniversary of our country. And I think UFC 350 is what it is, and it'll be
Ah,
sometime next year,
that
I believe. But
sounds too
but
lame.
the craziest thing is, dude, stupid ass John Jones just put himself. He retired, then he put himself back in the USADA drug testing pool, just like last week
Okay.
or like a few days ago. And now that Tom Aspinall, who he's been ducking, dude, for the last 7 or 8 months, like a little pansy, um,
Right.
just took on a fight, and now he put himself back in the pool and starts calling him out. It's like you ducked him, dude. Now that he has a fight scheduled, and they're saying that they're gonna get Tom Aspinall and John Jones to fight each other, and it'll be like you got to remember he's from the UK, I believe. He lives in Australia, I believe, but he's from the UK, so like Britain, and it's going to be
Okay.
celebrating our 250th, anniversary. Who did we like basically secede from? Britain. And the big worry here is John Jones will not be the favorite, dude, and he's going to get his ass handed to him if they do fight. So it's going to be kind of like anticlimactic because the U.S. heavyweight biggest fight of all time, greatest fight of all time, the U.S. guy is going to probably lose it. So I mean, who knows if it'll even happen? But I just watched a whole shit ton of crap on that tonight. I'm like, I'd put 5 grand on Tom Aspinall to beat John Jones and probably get really good return on it. I'm not shitting you. That's how good he is.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Well, you go lock that in. Lock in your picks. I DM'd you just so you have my stuff because oh, actually, no, I think I did already DM you on your new account. But regardless, it popped up to the top there for you. Um, yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, dude. I'll send you all that shit. I'll probably post it. But if anyone's interested, use the link in MJ's profile because I don't have mine in mine anymore.
Copy that. Oh, I thought you meant you were Ha, never mind. I totally misunderstood what you meant. I thought you meant you were literally going somewhere to put them in. You meant you're looking at your phone and putting them
No,
in.
because when I go into Bovada, I can't talk to you guys. So I'm gonna go put them in right now, and then I'll post them.
Copy that. Okay.
But
Well, then
when I
when you
go
go
over there, since
silent, we
I'm
will.
only on my phone, it'll not rug me, but it will not allow me to talk. So I'm on
Yeah, the
my
mic won't. I got
actually,
you. Okay.
yeah, just give me like 3 minutes and I'll come back. You guys can talk amongst yourself.
You taking your time.
It'd take me 3 minutes because they're already entered. I just have to submit how much I'm doing. So give me.
Sounds good. Um, so I'm trying to talk and type on the phone here. It's very difficult to do because when I text, like those words that I'm texting want to come out of my mouth, and I'm like, nope, this is not working. It's like if I'm on the phone and I'm looking at something, and I'll be like, yeah, have you ever driven a Windows Start button? And they'll be like, what? I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah, it's because I'm looking at a Windows Start button. Yeah, pretty gnarly. So excuse the silence. Just want to get this verbiage down, and I'm doing a little editing on the side, and I don't want to, excuse me, have anything blasting through your speakers. Get sure everything lines up. Wait, not the mama. You're doing cryptograms? Do you do those online, or do you have like a codex and like real world like spy stuff going on over there? I mean, I don't want to out you. Copy that. Yeah, those things keep you busy. I used to use those on airplanes. Keep you busy the whole trip. That was a cool little surprise to see Boo's new NFTs. I hadn't
everyone was saying, "Oh, these look awesome." I was like, "Oh man, I haven't seen any of these." That little preview that Ghost was running over as he was showing them off. Man, she's killing it in this game. You know what? Stand by, folks. I may have something coming your way here. All right, so I may have figured this out, maybe not. All right. Can anybody in the comments let me know? Can you hear music playing right now? Sorry, I'm using you as the guinea pig chat. Well, I appreciate that. Neologetic 1212 from not exactly answering my question there with your spam chat. So, was anybody able to hear that music? If not, I think I need to find a workaround here. So, folks, I was trying to get some original tracks here uploaded for your audio listening pleasure. But this is a prime example of the team working in the background. But in the foreground, we're all here. We're all working. Some are keeping our brains busy doing multiple things. I love it. I did personally just look at the chart here, and I'd be darned if Ghost wasn't right on the shorter time frame here. Now I have a 5-minute, and it is following that same trend line to a T. Let me go to the 15 and see how that compares to what was up before. Yeah, looks like it's going to bounce back and test. Excuse me, I like that. I might, may take a little long because it doesn't look like it's going to pop through a resistance zone, but who knows? It's always a gamble because it is below an EMA. How long is this? 15-minute chart. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Riveting content for you guys. Let's go to 1 hour. Okay. I see what's happening, mine. Okay. I like what it's respecting. But since I know that I'm going to be editing, excuse me, I'm busy on my computer. I am keeping my leverage low. But that's what I do. Who knows? I might just go ham and throw my whole account at 100x. Psych. That is always a terrible idea. But I do believe I have an easy listening here for you. And this breaking news update for all you fine folks in trading land, actually opened up my Phantom wallet to open the trade and realized that when I guess ultimately it tested the 159.40-ish range, which 159.37 was the high. I'd cut it around there, but I didn't close the whole position. I closed 75% of it, so I still have that 25% riding, which for me is a decent starter position. And it is currently down 9-ish%, which is only a few percent less than what a brand new open position would be down on when factoring in, at least on Juke.ag, the fees and things like that. So I'm going to keep that one open, let it ride because I like the bounce that it took, and I like what I'm seeing. So at least on the short term one. I know I'm not scalping, but I have 8 minutes left on this one, and Ghost's longer one. We'll see if that one. I believe it has 30 to 40-ish minutes left. If that can, excuse me, break above the former support, as well as, I guess that is a channel trend line that has gone diagonally. And the only thing that makes me a little worried there is because that does approach a ghost intersection. But again, this is the 1 hour chart, so that will be 1, 2, 3, 4-ish in the morning Eastern Standard Time, 1 a.m. Pacific, roughly, when we actually hit that intersection, if it doesn't decide to do anything crazy. But it could give us an indication of where things might be headed. So I'll check back in with you in just a little bit.
All right, guys, we are closing up shop for the night. You can go to shogunfusion.io and you will see that we are at number 26. Go take a look.
Oh, sick.
I ain't got nothing for you on the live trading, though. We want to get these fuckers done, and I need to share this screen with a couple of the idealists so we can come up with some more descriptions. Love you guys.
It's all good, bro.
Deuces.
All right, man. Peace.
Oh, what's up, Egon? You're here?
Yeah, I was just doing some editing on the other screen, so I played some music so that it wouldn't be silent.
Perfect. No, that's perfect. I love you. I appreciate you. Keep editing. I'm gonna do these NFTs now as well.
Sounds good.
Love you guys. Bye.
All right, man. Like.
Lotto is meta.